Professor Gubel from the Cinquantenaire Museum in Brussels, so like Jan said, who intended to open today's proceedings. So he will join us later today, this afternoon, but for the moment he has a press conference, so unfortunately he could not come. He has asked me to outline with Professor Tavernier the framework in which this conference is organized. So the project is entitled Greater Mesopotamia and Reconstruction of its Environment and History. It is a project funded by the Belgian Science Policy Office in the framework of the Inter-University Attraction Poles program, which is a project like you've already heard before. This program aims to provide support for teams of excellence in basic research belonging to Belgium's various communities. Each team works as part of a network in order to increase the joint contribution to general scientific advances. Created in 1987, the EAP program has known 7 5-year phases, in the course of which 47 networks were funded, representing 369 research teams, about 500 full-time researchers, and more than 2,000 publications per year on average. Our current project continues a project set up in 1990 under the name the Mesopotamian Alluvial Plain by a team coordinated by Ghent University in partnership with the Catholic University of Leuven and Liège University. Ghent continued to coordinate successive projects until 2012, when the Royal Museums of Art and History of Brussels were asked to take over the task. The objective of the project is to provide new perspectives on major historical processes through the integration of paleoenvironmental data, cuneiform writing, archaeological site exploration, and palynological analysis. The aims are to assemble new data by the use of disciplines from the humanities and natural sciences in order to recreate the evolution of the environment and the action of man. From a methodological point of view, this research approaches the history of the ancient Near East in its broadest sense, from material history to cultural phenomena, from a combined environmental, historical, and archaeological viewpoint. Keystone topics such as chronology, climate evolution, seashore variations, and material culture sequences are examined by the various project partners. Among these, 3 research themes are particularly focused on: the comprehensive study of environmental systems and their evolution and interaction with human history in the Lower Khuzestan Plain and in the Syro-Phoenician coastal strip, the period of transition between the late Bronze Age and the early Iron Age in 3 of Mesopotamia's closest neighboring regions, Anatolia, Elam, and the Levant, and finally research on socioeconomic conditions at a transcultural and transregional level through historical studies. These topics are covered by 6 work packages that Jan will detail in a minute. The partners in this project are 4 national partners: the Royal Museums of Art and History in Brussels, who coordinate the project, the Royal Belgian Institute of Natural Sciences, the Catholic University of Leuven, and the Université Catholique de Louvain. 4 international partners complete this network: the University of Paris 1 Sorbonne, Toulouse 3, Eötvös-Loránd in Budapest, and UC Los Angeles. All of this information and a lot more is available on the project website, greatermesopotamia.be, where you will find the outline of the project, the composition of the teams and networks, a complete list of publication reports, and various other information. Thank you very much.
So, what I will briefly discuss are the 6 work packages. So the projects, the PAI-EUAP, or YAP, as you could call it, is structured around 6 work packages. And there you will see also the partners involved. So the first one is mapping and surveying. which is, as you see, has two aspects: changing environments on the coast of Iran and the northern Levant, which is coordinated or taken care of by the Royal Belgian Institute of Natural Sciences, led by Professor Bateman. And the second part is what we call geophysical surveying. So that sense that the teams involved try to outline the urban planning by geophysical research of several sites, of which two are, I have to admit, a bit problematic as they are situated in Syria, which is a little bit unstable nowadays. Tel Twaini and Tel Kazel. And then the third one in Mleiha in the United Arab Emirates, also taken care of by the Royal Museum of Art and History, or briefly Cinquantenaire. The second work package is called Archaeology in Context and is more concentrated on the actual excavations. And there we have three teams which are arranged chronologically. Fourth, third millennium in Upper Mesopotamia and the Levant, which has two sites, Abu Kabira and Al-Lehun, that are being studied by the team of the Cinquantenaire. Then a second aspect is the late Bronze Age, early Iron Age, and the Levant. Again, we have here Tel Kazel and Tel Twaini. Second, first millennium, BC, logically. Excavations. And then the third one is really concentrated on the first millennium, late Iron Age international trade. And there you have, again, the sites of Mleiha, and a site of Tyre in Lebanon, actual Lebanon, ancient Phoenicia, on which also the American University of Beirut is cooperating in this research. Historical geography, that's why we are all here, because the conference of today and tomorrow is situated, or makes up part of the work package 3. As you can see again, we aim to cover a large geographical area, starting with Middle and Southern Babylonia, which is the theme of the KU Leuven, and on some things we will hear about, I hope, in a minute. Then the Akka region again in the Levant, which is the team coordinated by the team of the Cinquantenaire, and then the Université Catholique de Louvain is taking care of Elam in the first half of the first millennium BC. And the aim of this work package is to advance in toponymy, topology, and topographical studies and aspects of the ancient Near East. Number 4, environmental geoarchaeology. So here we talk a little bit on impact of man on the environment in the history of the ancient Near East. The Royal Belgian Institute of Natural Sciences has a project on sea level changes and human settlement in Lower Khuzestan. It's southwestern Iran. And the second, with various, let's call it sous-project, the impact of environmental changes on human activities. Again, the settlement of the Jeble Plain in which Tel Twaini, already mentioned, is situated. Tel Twaini itself, KU Leuven, Toulouse. Here also you see that the foreign partners are more involved. Tel Kazel, Syria. Then two projects that are situated here. The textual evidence on human impact in Anatolia and in Elam, on which we here are studying or doing research. And then the largest work package is history and chronology. You could say what's in the name. And the name itself is quite clear. There we have the Northern Levant and Cyprus, historical and chronological studies. Then Anatolia again arises here in Louvain-la-Neuve. Also the Persian Plateau, which is Iran and Elam, is also studied here. Mesopotamia, which is has three subdivisions: Nippur and its vicinity in the Old Babylonian period, in Leuven, the Ma'alanate corpus, which is a corpus, Neo-Assyrian text corpus, which is being published by the partners mentioned here, Saint-Cantonaire, Paris and Budapest, and also a project on Neo-Babylonian society, which is taken care of by the team of the KU Leuven. And then the fifth one is Luristan. Luristan is a region to the north of Khuzestan. So it's still southwest Iran. So, and there it's also part of research by the members, by the people of the Saint-Cantonaire. And then finally there is also a glyptic project. Glyptic as a mirror of cultural interactions and local specificities. And I had trouble to put it in one line in the PowerPoint. It's a long title, but interesting project in that sense also. That so the importance of glyptics cannot be underestimated, and that's already is the reason why it has its place in the larger work package 5 and in the EUAP, EUAP project. Maybe we should invent a German name or a Latin name. And then the sixth work package is done by the team of the Saint-Cantonaire in collaboration with other teams, imaging and technology. The title itself is also clear. What the aim of this work package is to digitalize and make accessible documents, ancient documents, by digitalizing them and putting them on, for example, on the Cuneiform Digital Library Initiative, which is also a partner of the larger network. So first, recording program of object and various collections. I can give the example of November last year when the collection of our museum here has been digitalized by Hendrik Hameel of the Saint-Cantonaire. And then two, as you see, I tried to insert a bit a result of what can be done with all this technology. Digitalisation, it's the same in French and in English here. And then you can transfer it to PDF files or look at it with online viewers. More information, as already told by Anne, can be found on the website or even directly from Hendrik, who is here among the audience. But also it's a very important work package because in that sense, you can make easily accessible museum collections, seals, tablets, smaller objects to a larger audience. So that's the importance in our view. So this is a presentation of the work packages. Each work package itself is coordinated by one of the teams. So for instance, the work package Historical Geography is coordinated here. That's why you are here in this room and not in Brussels or in Leuven, for instance. And so this is with the structure of the project, and you can see there's a lot to do, but a lot also will still be done. So I thank you, and now I invite the first president, which is normally Massimo Forlanini, but he cannot come due to family reasons. And so I asked my predecessor as professor here of Ancient Near Eastern Studies, René Lebrun, to replace Massimo. So if you would start the session and the presentation of the first paper.